guys thumbs up the video. Also follow me on our platforms through IG under Nala the Neptunian, and also TikTok, Nala the Neptunian, okay? And definitely check us out here on YouTube, also at Nala the Neptunian. Thank you so much for checking us out, for the thumbs up. And let's get into this reading, okay? So, this reading is going to be generally for those who would classify themselves as the masculine in their relationships. Okay. And so we're trying to go through the signs, and I'm going to see if I can get through majority of you in this session. If I can't, I will come back and do it in part 2 and part 3. Okay, this will be for the month of December going into the month of January. Okay, so if you are looking as to what is going on with the woman that I'm dealing with, and really kind of what's in between you and this person moving forward, what their biggest issue is with you as a man or as the masculine presenting, this reading is for you. Okay, so we're going to be doing this off screen. All right, I will tell you that I initially pulled the Two of Swords, and I don't read any of my cards in reverse, but it came flying out of the deck in reverse. Okay, Two of Swords. And so Two of Swords normally is confusion, but in this particular format, it was like no confusion whatsoever, right? No confusion whatsoever. So there are some elements here in which you're coming into clarity about possibly who the person you're the most interested in, who they really are as a person, or you're not going to be able to deny who you are in relationships. Okay, so we can be great people to our communities, to our friends and our family, but who we are in relationships completely can be something different. Okay, so we're going to see if we can run it down. Again, we're going to go Aries through Pisces. And happy birthday to all of the Sagittariuses, and happy early birthday to all of the Capricorns. I'm a Capricorn Sag cusp. Okay, for the astrologers who do not believe in cusp, they abhor the same, but I just do it because. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. All right, so Aries, what are some of the things that are kind of getting in the way of your relationship? So Aries, you pulled the Knight of Pentacles. So your person, and this card stands for servitude. So your person feels like they serve you, but you don't serve them. Or this person who you're interested in feels like you may be incapable of serving them, but they can serve you. Okay, so that's interesting. Spirit, give me more on this. The Knight of Pentacles could be a Virgo individual or someone, again, service, very service orientated. We also have the Knight of Swords and the Hierophant. It's a good chance that they already told you this too. They may feel like they've told you this. I keep hearing traditional relationship. Either that's you saying traditional relationship, Aries, or is this person who's saying that they want a traditional relationship. They're very vocal about what it is that they want, or you're very vocal, okay? But something isn't quite right, because what either you're saying, Aries male or masculine presenting, isn't actually what you're showing up as with the Knight of Pentacles. That's not the result, okay? So this person is confused. You're saying you want a traditional relationship, or you want something that's more modern, but you have other ways of acting, behaving, and maybe showing up that go counter to what you're saying. So it's almost like this person isn't confused. They just don't believe you know what it is that you want, or are capable of holding space for what it is that you want, okay? In so many words. So that's what it looks like is happening for you, Aries. Taurus. Taurus. So this is for the Taurus masculine or masculine presenting. Taurus, Nine of Swords, anxiety. Your person either has strong anxieties, could be Gemini energy as well. Just like with Aries, they feel anxiety in the relationship. They don't feel like it's steady. They don't feel as though they have a solid place to land. They're not safe within their union. Okay, or there could be behavior that you have when you are very nervous. How you show up in your relationship creates anxiety because you have anxiety. And it seems like the anxiety generally comes from not knowing or a level of needing to control a circumstance. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Another nine is out here, Taurus. Okay, so stamina. It's almost like someone get stressed out and then they don't know what to do. Like they don't know what to do, so they kind of give up. Like they give up, they get stressed out, but then they're still holding on. Or they're looking at the other person to do something when they, in good faith, are not, maybe not acting in good faith. So I'm not sure, Taurus, if you're approaching your relationships as the masculine, but showing up or responding to conflict in a very passive way, where the other person has to figure it out. And so therefore that's causing a level of anxiety with them because they're under the impression, again, this is masculine facing, so this could be two women, and I'm speaking to the more masculine woman that is a Taurus placement, or I'm speaking to the masculine, the male, in a male-male relationship that is more masculine, or if this is heterosexual or universal reflecting, I'm speaking to the male, and it's almost as if they're looking to you, Taurus, for some form of leadership, but there is a passive way in which you are approaching conflict that leaves not confusion, because we just spoke about that. There's a flipping over of confusion where we're becoming very clear about things, but this person may be becoming clear about a notion that you may not handle conflict properly. And so by you not handling conflict properly, or you shutting down, it doesn't lend them the ability to feel safe or secure in your leadership. Okay, this person may want to observe, like Aries, they may want to observe like traditional relationship roles. Okay, even if you guys are not in the traditional pairing, they may want to heavily like be in that sort of pairing. And the anxiety, yeah, the world card, completion. Okay, this person either wants this to end or they want the relationship to end. They want this to end. Like they want it to end. Yeah, the Seven of Cups, the delusions. They either need to know what's going on or they're going to end the relationship. They need this chapter of going back and forth and instability to end, or they're going to end the relationship there. So yeah, it's something about codependency with the habit card. Yeah. So Taurus, that's that. Okay, so we're not able to pull it together. You guys may be single going into 2024, and that's not bad. I mean, if you're not ready to show up in a relationship, it's completely understandable. I would rather you be single and not look at it as a negative thing. Work more on yourself, because maybe, just maybe, this isn't the person for you. You aren't the person for that person, and you can't be something for someone else if you're not for yourself. Right? So if you fail to show up for yourself, no wonder you're failing to show up in your relationships. You know what I mean? So take it easy on yourself, okay? In the sense of, why was I in a relationship anyway? Was I putting the cart before the horse? And I hadn't completely dealt with myself in such a way to where I can answer to myself about my own self-sabotage, and then I'm getting into relationships and they're reflecting back to me the lack of what is it called? They're reflecting back to me self-sabotage. No wonder my friendships or my relationships are reflecting back to me sabotage, because I am setting myself up. I can't attract to me nothing more than what's going on the inside of me. Whatever's going on the inside of me is going to be reflected in the people that I deal with. So take it easy on yourself and understand that it's not that you're always screwing up. You're not showing up for yourself. And once you kind of get comfortable with who you are as a person, male or female, but masculine presenting or masculine cosmic presenting, right? Once you become comfortable with yourself, then from there you can lead, okay? And you will then have the inspiration from the feminine dynamic to do so. It's almost like you'll have the energy from source to continue to send power through your plug so that you light up and you are electrified. And mind you, when you take this position, a lot of people may not get real metaphysical with men. This is the reason why I'm choosing to do this style reading. I've never really done this, but I have experience working with male clients. Is when you are in alignment with the divine feminine, whether it be through your mother, through your wife, your girlfriend, or your daughters, right? You get a boost from the divine yoni, period. Like so many of the spiritual, I think we're getting there to understand it, but you get a boost from like the cosmic yoni or vagina or pussy, okay? You get a boost from this. Okay, you get you literally are regenerated or reborn through this apparatus called the divine feminine's yoni. You're in alignment with the divine feminine. So whether it is, you know, it is your partner being possessed by this divine yoni, right? Or it is showing up in your business, it's showing up in your work, it's showing up in your body, it's showing up in the way that you nurture yourself. Your income, it opens to you, it serves you, it protects you, it rebirths you. The function of the divine feminine, it rebirths you. And this is true for both men and for women. Okay, so just know that even when you are in alignment as a divine masculine or masculine energy, it puts you in alignment with the divine feminine, so you can tell the difference between whether you're dealing with a woman in her divinity or not, because there will be a level of discernment afforded to you by the spirit or the essence of divine femininity. If a woman's not in that essence, you're going to be able to see, wait a minute, your frequency isn't matching the frequency that I'm carrying that is a compliment to me in my divine masculine. Does that make sense? So if some of you have recently went through some traumas, recently went through some breakups, recently went through the trauma of figuring out who you are, and you've not been showing up for yourself, maybe you've had some identity issues, these things are very shocking and they throw you off. Take time with yourself, get to know yourself, sit in to yourself. Work through your body. Allow this new electrifying spiritual awareness to expand you as a man, with Jupiter in your sign and Uranus in your sign. Uranus being the sign of Chakma, the divine father, okay, the divinity of knowledge, and Jupiter, the king of the gods. Allow yourself to come into your kingly awareness. But make sure that you're not acting counter to that by checking yourself and making sure that you are in alignment with the divine feminine. You shouldn't be here unless this is an interest of yours. In other words, if this is not an interest of yours, you want to fuck boy it up, excuse my language, wasn't supposed to be cursing on this. If you're supposed to be doing that, then this isn't the place for you. You can come see me on Keen at HRH Queen Regent Isis for more of those sorts of things, right? But this topic or this environment of healing isn't for you, okay? So I just thought I would say that. I wish I'd have started with that, but Taurus, somehow you inspired that, okay? So let's move on to Gemini. Gemini, what's going on? Why is it that she's maybe pushing you away, not really adhering to your program, not really seeming to be kind of cranky in the relationship? What's the central reason why, Gemini? Okay. We have the wheel changes. There's some changes with fortune. Changes with fortune, the wheel of fortune. Something's changing. I need more. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I need more because I need to figure out what's going on. But there are some changes in fortune. Okay, the wheel of fortune is asking for. Ooh, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. The wheel of fortune is asking for a new movement. Somebody needs a new move. Someone wants to show up a different kind of way. Okay, someone's feeling snazzy. Okay, and Gemini, I have to ask you. Are you operating in a way that says prosperity or does it say poverty? Because the woman that you're thinking about, Gemini, masculine or one who is presenting masculine, does not want to operate in poverty. They don't want to operate in. I don't care if you guys are content with $100,000 combined salary, whatever that means. They want to have little luxuries in their life. They still want to go to if you guys have to go somewhere affordable to eat, they want to take the effort and time to do something nice. If you're casual all weekend, that's fine. This person wants to operate in a level of luxury, and people don't get it. See, I'm an officer of Venus, right? People think that luxury means expensive. Sometimes time is more expensive than money, right? The time to do a meal is luxurious. The time to groom oneself is luxury. The time to make love, the time that goes into effort is a luxury. A luxurious experience is one that's sumptuous. It's lush. It's all encompassing. Okay? People who thoughtful things that are thoughtful are luxurious. Think about the things that when we think of luxury, you think about fine clothing, fine jewelry. Think about the intricate nature of expensive fabrics and metals and diamonds and jewels and food. Every single item is substantial. The gold be golding, right? They're heavy. There's intricate timepieces put together. These things are substantial. They're sumptuous. They're lush. They are built to last. They're not flimsy. So when we talk about luxury, we're talking about, we're talking about something that takes time. It's rare. So this person, they're having some changes in their life, and this person is choosing to want to step into more of a luxurious kind of wave. And so I'm asking you, Gemini, are you showing up in poverty or are you showing up in prestige? How are you presenting? Because in order to be on the same wave with this person, you cannot be in an old cycle. Okay? The wheel of fortune is moving. So it's, whatever it is that we pay attention to is what we manifest. So if you're paying attention to a particular thing and you are approaching someone in a particular kind of way, if you can't separate that person from a negative way of approaching them, you and that person don't need to be together anyway. I know that the females that are dealing with Geminis would not like me saying this to you, but it's the truth. As the masculine presenting Gemini, whether you are the woman in a woman to woman relationship, you are the masculine in the male to male relationship, or you are the mirror of the cosmic union of the male and feminine. If you are presenting in any of these ways, right, then that woman cannot inspire this out of you because you don't have it coming out of yourself naturally. Okay, you don't need to be anyone with anyone. Okay, you've not done the work to allot for yourself the luxury of a relationship. Maybe because there's a suffering with the relationship with yourself, Gemini. Okay? Because something tells me that this person didn't just wake up yesterday and say, oh, I've been a basic bitch, okay? I've been a rainbow shopping bitch, right? Excuse my language, but I got to kind of get loose with it, all right? Something's telling me they didn't wake up just yesterday. It's something is telling me that this person has always been this way. And so it shouldn't come to a surprise. And as a matter of fact, you probably like this person because they are top tier. Something about them can appreciate things that are rare, or they have a quality like that to themselves. So what's making them feel isolated from you is that they're desiring a change in fortune, and somehow you're not compatible with that. With the Fool card, someone's not taking a leap of faith. Someone's not exploring this world, this world of sensuality, lushness, of opportunity. Someone's not taking an opportunity. Maybe someone's like losing opportunities or something. And so yes, with their fortune. Ooh, Gemini. I hope that Gemini, if you're still being foolish with your fortune, you should not be with anyone who may be wifey. You need to be with the girls that still are cool with being with the girls, right? The Nine of Cups, satisfaction and strength, fortitude. Yeah, this person wants strength. They're strong in the arts of satisfaction. And so what I'm going to tell you, Gemini, you have to be honest with yourself. If you're still dealing with some old, outdated things, that's fine. Take all the time you need to heal, but don't cause trauma as a leader, as a masculine, especially someone who's parading around in divine masculinity, if you are not willing to be strong and fortified in this level of self-assurity. Okay, don't don't fake this energy to attract this other energy if you're not willing to stand in what this entails. Okay, yeah, King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, loyalty. If you're like disloyal to yourself, then you could never be loyal to anyone, family, friend, or foe. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right. Okay, Cancer. So this is going to be for the Cancer male. What is going on between why she may be pulling it back, pushing away from you right now? The person that's on your mind. Spirit, tell me when. Okay, empathy, lack of empathy. Cancer, you got to stop faking the funk. I don't know, this lack of empathy, I don't know what this is about, Cancer, because that's not your normal function. And I know Cancer males can be really, really, really tricky and playerific with women, but empathy is something that I've seen Cancer properly have, to the point where you only go hard on people who try you or try to abuse your empathetic side, okay? So somehow you didn't have empathy for someone. So this is why this person is separating from you. I need some more on this. So Cancer, I don't know what's going on. I don't know, like, if this is not healthy for you, Cancer. Like, this is not healthy. Like, on some real shit, this is not healthy. Real spit. It's not healthy. So, like, if you're with people who you can't be the master of your abode, you can't be loving, you can't be nurturing, then what the hell are you doing? Like, what kind of weird identity crisis are you having? And what is pulling you away from your godhood, your divinity as a man in love, in the ways of love, in the ways of wanting to step into divine masculinity, where you are in you're in step and in balance with the divine yoni, whether it's with a woman or not. The universe is the representation of divine masculine and divine feminine, no matter what the hell us humans are doing here on the planet. What is causing this lack of security within you? Okay, we have the Emperor's sovereignty and the Eight of Cups quest. It's time for you to leave some old shit behind. It's time for you with the Page of Pentacles to really talk about your reliability, okay? It's maybe you, maybe, you're fascinated with another woman, okay? But you are in a relationship with someone and you are trying to be in a relationship while you are fascinated with someone else, okay? Okay. And it's okay. It is completely okay. So long as you're not dragging somebody and taking up space somewhere where someone who's ready to be possessed by each other's counterpart, you're taking up space from someone who's willing to be in that relationship and they can play out the divine feminine and masculine for one another, because you're not quite ready, because you've not been able to fully become satisfied with the knowledge of someone else. You see more about the universe through someone else than the person that you're with, and that's having you step out of yourself to seek on a spiritual level with this other person while you're taking up space in a relationship with someone who you're not fascinated by. You see what I'm saying? You can totally be on the quest of divine masculinity and still be operating in your lesser self. And this is what's being activated, your fear, your FOMO, fear of missing out. So you're taking up space with a feminine and you're wondering why she's showing up less than divine because you are. Because the truth of the matter is that for whatever reason, the portrait that you have in your mind about the feminine that you find divine, it's not the woman that you're in a relationship with. Whether you're conscious of this or not. I don't know. Maybe the woman that you're interested in is not your typical type. And because of that, and you having interest in her, it makes it even more abundantly clear that you're missing something, because this person doesn't even fit your normal dating algorithm, right? And so for them to hold your attention that long, it's got to be something. And as a man, that's really exciting, because men generally have a type. More than women, men have a type. That's why when men say, I don't have a type, that's bullshit, okay? Men have a type. I'm going to tell you straight up, whether they date black women, white women, Hispanic women, Asian women, you're going to see noticeable similarities between the spectrum of women that they date. Listen, no bullshit. You're going to see a discernible type no matter what the race is, okay? For instance, Drake loves Asiatic features. The women, no matter what race, white, Hispanic, black, Asian, they have a discernible look. You know who else? Chris Brown. All of the women have a discernible look. I think that this is a bit of programming too, but there's a discernible look. And I'm going to tell you the ideal look that I've compiled for men who are in, especially the United States, and more urban featured, no matter what race he is a woman who is what you call slim fit, okay, Maybe right at the biggest, she's probably 170, because especially black girls or melanated girls, we hold our weight a little bit different, right? Asiatic features, she has the single lid, very slanted eyes, almond shaped eyes, plump lips, button tip nose, high cheekbones. Bullshit you not, no matter what complexion. Okay? Shoulders small, plump breasts, little bitty waistline, dunk. Or if she doesn't have a dunk, that's fine. So long as she has thick thighs, really good legs. I don't know what that's about. It's, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what that's about, but that seems to be, I think it's Shaka Khan. I think Shaka Khan then had the black men's in a chokehold for over 40, 50 years. I believe it's Shaka Khan. I think that it's Shaka Khan. And I think it's the Asian woman from Soul Train. That's what I think it is, okay? But that's neither here nor there, okay? That seems to be a type that I noticed. Like, the boys were going crazy over Anne Marie, okay? Let's get into it. But anyway, you're fascinated by some woman who is exotic to the type of women that you date, okay? She's exotic to the type of women that you date. You're trying to figure out why. It's almost like she's changed the type of women that you find attractive. You see this woman in other women. And what's crazy about it is that you would think that makes you want to be in a relationship, but it kind of doesn't, because you're like, well, should I date women that are similar, that are not her, so I can see what they are like? I don't know. It's very weird, but I can tell you that this is not your highest state. So don't be confused. You are absolutely not in your divine masculine entity. You are much certain in trying to find your identity, because of the relationship that you're in. You're coming here to inquire about a relationship. If you weren't in a relationship and you knew that you needed some more development, just because you're not set on one woman doesn't mean you're not divine masculine. It means that you understand who you are and you know what you want. Okay? And so there's no room for confusion. All right? So, Cancer, you got a lot going on with you. A lot of secrets within the corridors of your mind. And you got stipulations which are not fair according to the way you're behaving. Like, I don't understand this. You, out of everyone, knows that everything's a frequency, a vibe. So what makes you think you're going to attract a vibe of loyalty or a woman with a low body count when you don't have that? Ooh. Ooh. Like, come on now. You know, us women leave our scent on you, right? You do know that, right? So if the vibration of the scent of the last woman that is on you doesn't match the woman that you're pursuing, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. You better get you one of them little spiritismo, Olympia, spiritismo. Okay? Or a spiritual bath. You need to get into that, boo-boo. All right? Anyway, child, let's go ahead and get to Leo. Love you, Cancer. Leo. So, Leo, what's going on with the woman that you are interested in? Why is she not connecting to you? The Ten of Wands, hardship. This is not for every Leo, clearly. The Ten of Wands is not for it's not every Leo, right? But there's some level of hardship. There's this appearance of hardship. Okay? And it's causing a bit of disruption between you and your, the person who is your beloved. Okay, possibly this person feels like they're struggling to go through a transformation. Yeah, and it's the Empress too. So you could be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus woman, okay? Doesn't have to be, but this person feels stifled in their transformation under your leadership, okay? Or they feel like being connected to you brings them a level of hardship that's unbearable. Or level even, yeah, a star. Leo, are you afraid of this person? Are you dating someone that you don't feel like you're in the league with? Could let's talk about it. Are you dating somebody who you are afraid that you couldn't have unless you put an immense amount of pressure on them? Or like, do you, like, or you give them money? Because you're pedestalizing this person. Yeah, in the Seven of Pentacles, I don't read in reverse, and Seven of Pentacles came out reverse. So are you dating somebody who you don't feel that you are in the league with? Because it's got you presenting out here crazy. Like, you got the Hermit card. Like, are you stalking this person, Leo? And leading with your money, your things? Do you feel that this, like, something that you're doing is like clipping the wings of of your divine feminine, or crushing them? It's stifling of progress. So Leo, you got a confidence issue. Leo rules confidence. So don't be offended when I say you have a confidence issue, because your superpower generally shows up in a way where you don't feel like you have the thing. And it's not until you overcome and master yourself do you look at this. And mind you, I'm speaking to someone who's coming here to try to figure out what's going on in the relationship. So it's not like you're completely in tune. But this person, you love royal things, but this royal woman feels like she feels crushed with you. She feels like you're like, I heard pretty wings from Maxwell, like you're crushing her wings, or you have her caged. Like, I know why the caged bird sings, like Maya Angelou kind of energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with this? Are you treating her externally the way you feel about yourself? While, like, trying to buy her things? But then the way you treat her is like, dude, like, release the grip from your hand. Okay? You're dealing with an empress. You cannot treat the empress like this. And why would you want to? Because how can the empress serve you? You're not dealing, if you pulled an empress, I don't care the way she's, even if she's not in her divine feminine, let the relationship go. What the fuck are you doing? Let the relationship go. Excuse my language. I didn't mean to get that stern, but let it go. You can't pull her damn wings off because you're having an anticlimactic, like attack about your self-esteem and who you are. You can't take this out on this empress. Okay, this person has, and then why would you want to bring this bad luck to your money like this? This person is the star. Come on now. Come on. You're halting your own progress. If you're not ready to be with your empress, just say that. Yeah, the Hierophant. Like you're like you're doing shit, like you're competing with this person or trying to remind this person that you could do better. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing then? Like, leave this person alone. When you know that's just not true, you would be busted up if you saw this person. Like, if you leave this person on bad, if it's not too late, it's better you take some time out, maybe date some other people, and requalify. If you know you've done some extensive damage, stop harassing this person. No means no. If you were able to attract one like this, you can attract another one. But you lost your shit. You got around this person who is a reflection of who you are. And because you can't recognize who the fuck you are, you're taking it out on them. Shame on you, Leo, for that. Because you refuse, because you don't want to be confident. You don't want to become, you think your version of confidence is putting someone else down. And that's not it. You're the fucking sun. What are you talking about? You're the sun. All things in existence in this solar system rely on you to thrive. There's no amount of risk that you could ever lose. So why you're doing this to your counterpart makes zero sense to me. Cut the shit, okay? Cut it out. Cut the shit. That's complete bullshit, okay? Love you, Leo. You're definitely not in your divinity, and you're like, seriously, you don't do that to the bride of Christ. Like you out of all of the zodiac, like I'm not trying to go in, but you out of all of the zodiac is absolutely having a relationship with the divine feminine. So when you disrespect her, you disrespect yourself. If you have a sex addiction, work on that. Do something about that. If you have a drinking problem, do something about that. If you have a substance abuse problem, do something about that. But stop disrespecting yourself by not showing up for your counterpart when they show up for you. Go and do something about yourself and apologize to that person. Okay? Apologize to them. The best thing you can do to heal them is heal you. Okay? But that's their issue with you. That's your issue with you. How are you going to be radiant and then ask the universe to bring you someone who signifies that radiance, but instead you stress the woman out to where she dulls her shine, and then you talk about what she's showing up as, or you're not pleased that she gained weight, or you're not pleased that she's looking dull because you treat her in such a way that's so negative when she's on par. When she's on point, you can't handle it. So you're not happy with what the results you get. That's why you got what you got. You can't get the Empress out of her because you're not presenting a place for where the Empress can show up as the dominant male. I don't care if you are female on female, again, male on male, or, and we're talking two men, we're talking two women, or we're talking those who actually mirror the cosmos, male and female. If you're not showing up in your royal self and knowing that you are, so that your kindness can lead forward, and your rulership is not one that's cruel. If you're leading on the cruel spectrum, then that's the reason why the Empress can't show up for you. Venus is not going to have it, honey. Venus is not doing it. Venus, the moon, they will not do this. They will not show up. They will go completely squelch on you. Okay? It's up to you, Leo. Anyhow, I'm really disappointed in this. So, Leo, we got to get you together, okay? Clarity in the month, in Capricorn season for you, Leo. Big time clarity, okay? So, Virgo, let's get into it. Virgo. Okay, Virgo, we have decisions, indecisiveness, or the decisions that you make, the things that you, greed. Your decisions are based on greed and your judgment is off. When you have the opportunity to do the things that you need to do, you do not do them. Your decisions are based on self and they're greedy. And I think that you tell yourself that they're not self-focused and you're not positioned. Virgo, concealment. You hide yourself from yourself. Virgo, Neptune is right across from you, sun, moon, or rising. Baby, you probably saying some shit to yourself that ain't real. You have a you have an opposition with Neptune, and now that Saturn is direct in your sign, you will start to manifest opposition from the world because of the deception that you're under with Neptune. Listen, Nala the Neptunian. And when you were born with Neptune conjunct, you learned real quick through life what is delusion and what isn't. And I can tell you that you're probably deluding yourself. And in that, you are acting from a place of making decisions that are only self interest based, and you're trying to have a relationship. It's different if you're not trying to have a relationship, boo hoo. Okay, boo boo? If you're trying to have a relationship, you want somebody else to be boo boo the fool, and it's not going to happen. Okay? You want to reconcile with this person, but your judgment, and whenever you have the opportunity to show up compatible to what you are wanting to harvest from this union, you can't seem to get an understanding that your decision making isn't one that is good for the both of you. It's barely even good for you. Okay, Five of Cups is right behind the Moon card. Okay, I would highly recommend that you meditate on some things and you actually prepare yourself to be able to listen to what this person has to say. Yeah, you have an idealistic view. You have an idealistic view about what things should be when you're not even showing up as compatible to what the things that should be that you're looking for. You're not even compatible. Meaning you need to ask yourself, what does this man look like? What does he sound like? How does he take care of himself? How does he present? What is the working, living, and waking life of a man who is compatible with the idealistic view that I have in my mind about the way I want to experience my life in relation to a romantic partner who is playing out my divine feminine? My internal divine feminine externalized through my partner. Okay? And really sit with what that looks like. And what type of woman is compatible with the way that you show up now? Because that's what you're harvesting out of your relationship. So if you know you're not showing up right, then you cannot sit here and cry me a river when what you're harvesting or the people that you choose reflect the violence that's going on inside of you. Amen. So I'm going to come back and do a part 2 of these sessions. All right, I'm going to come back and do a part 2. And yeah, I mean, anyone can watch these, but I am specifically speaking to the masculine presenting of the zodiac. Okay, we've went ahead and done Aries through Virgo. I'm going to come back and we'll start back up with Libra through Pisces. I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. Okay, so anyhow, much love to everyone. Mwah. Happy holidays to you all. Happy holiday season. And if I don't hear from you or you don't hear from me, have a happy new year. Okay? Much love to you. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow for part 2.